Ahí digo, ah, ahorita estoy, ya lo mencioné varias veces, ¿no? Estoy en ese punto en que nada más me conecto un ratito, hago los 4 encargos, pongo estas recompensas de expedición y me voy y me salgo del juego y listo. Me espero a que se cargue mi resina y en lo que está lo del meteorito compro todas estas guías de libertad y cuanta porquería y media, ¿no? Pero de la nada el juego me sorprende con esto, así que veamos.
Huh?
Tengo tiempo limitado, así que no sé.
Is Fischl waiting for us?
The time has finally come. Though it brings main Fräulein no joy to do so, there is something she must announce to the assembled populace.
¿Eres rara? ¿Ya lo admitiste? Oh,
My
vaya.
loyal servants,
No, no.
one must bid you adieu till such time as I beckon you once more. Though we have faced many trials and tribulations together, you have all shown commendable courage in the course of duty. I feel a breeze now blows upon this place, and I feel that it blows in your honor.
¿Qué pasó?
What? You're just gonna bail on us?
Fishu, ¿te vas?
With the arrival of this giant meteorite, many more people have succumbed to the slumber. Strong as the soldiers may be, they are struggling to cope. And there is demand for volunteers everywhere we turn.
Okay.
Main Fräulein and I shall tend to the victims on the soldiers' behalf. The rest of this investigation we
O sea
place
que,
in your capable hands.
pequeña predicción en este momento. Habrán otras 9 misiones, otros 3 actos. Y conforme salga el tercer acto, vamos a desbloquear gratuitamente si los hacemos todos a Mona o alguien más.
Goodbye.
Ah, no, Fishu. Yo te
You
estaba
are
empezando
a
a querer.
good listener. I enjoy chatting with you.
Oh. No te vayas.
To be honest, most of the other adventurers in the guild only ever talk to me when they want to hear Oz's reconnaissance reports.
Ay,
This little journey we had, it was a great adventure. I'm just sorry that it has to end so abruptly.
Huh? You're talking a
Sí,
little
está hablando
better than you
normal.
normally do. Oh,
salió del personaje.
Yikes! What am I doing? I totally broke form.
Sí. Ay, es que sí. Ah.
What Main Fräulein means to say is that the mystical mysteries that
Pues es como, bueno,
perplex are bound to be effortlessly extinguished by the advent of your commendable courage and wondrous wisdom.
como yo estoy viendo esto es a lo tipo, siempre fuiste el excluido de la clase, nadie te entendía, todos te hacían burla, entonces tú te encerrabas en tu propio mundo porque así te sentías bien. Pero una vez que te encuentras en un lugar donde te sientes seguro y sano, donde sabes que ellos no te juzgan ni te hacen burla ni nada, pues empiezas a actuar un poquito fuera de tu mundo, donde estás siempre protegido y pues por eso ya no habla de en su mundo, como con tanta realeza. Por eso habla como que, qué lástima que haya acabado tan de repente, les voy a extrañar y no sé qué. ¡Qué bonito!
and now Oz's translation is the one that sounds all kooky.
Main Fräulein simply wishes to say that she has every confidence that you will arrive at the truth of this matter.
Most indeed.
Ah,
My dear attendants,
es que no los
I
quiere
hereby
ver como de
charge the
eso.
Ritter Derva Ertelang with leading you out from the darkness, back into the realm of light.
Who are you calling your attendant?
Gracias, Oz y Fishy.
We will meet again. Once this matter is concluded, I propose
todos
that we
somos
all get a drink together.
Menores de edad. Al menos,
Well, now we're 2 people short. But let's not get hung up about that. The good news is I found
¿a
something
quién vamos a
else.
conocer ahora?
I shaved some dust off the meteorite and used it to do another reading. It was actually really effective. These rocks have been around for hundreds, maybe even thousands of years. Leonard must have lived a very long time ago. The meteorites carry his will and can pass it on to others. In other words, centuries on from Leonard's
O
life,
sea,
and the
nada más
strength of
es
his
como
will is not diminished one bit.
el legado de un
A
muerto.
guy from the distant past with a burning ambition to scale the highest mountain. I'd be willing to bet that he was an adventurer. Just like you.
An adventurer? That does explain his obsession with mountain climbing.
Our approach so far has been too passive, and time has been against us every step of the way. We need to change our strategy, and we need to attack this problem at its source.
Paimon agrees. From now on, we need to put Leonard at the center of everything we do.
Yes. Because if the meteorites carry Leonard's will with them, then it's precisely as Fischl said. The rocks are, in a sense, a curse. I'm a little incredulous, but it turns out her blind guess was actually spot on. No, I'm a respectable astrologist, and I shouldn't stoop to that kind of criticism.
Ay, Dios santo.
Anyway, all we need to do now is remove the curse.
Vamos, Paimon.
Okie dokie. Since we've got a historical adventurer on our hands, Paimon thinks we should pay a visit to the Adventurers Guild.
Okidoki. El más fuerte de Ah, no, espera, donde cogen las estrellas. Esta es la de Klee. Deja de spamearme la misión de Klee, goddammit. Igual ya estamos a una misión de la de Jin. Oh, gran tablón de sabiduría. Dime quién era Leonard.
Our records show that there have been many adventurers by that name over the years. It is impossible to know which one you refer to. However, I do recall that there is a book in the library authored by someone called Leonard. Perhaps you should take a look?
¿En serio? Esta misión se convirtió en una de esas. Ve aquí, ve para allá. Pantalla de carga de por medio. Cat. Marcatado.
Author Leonard. Where are you, Leonard? Aha! Gotcha! The index says that Leonard's book should be in the northwest corner on the top floor of the library.
Esquina noroeste del piso superior.
Northwest corner. Should be right over there.
¿Y por qué la cámara enfoca lentamente hacia abajo? Solo una observación. Ah, chis. Ok. Este es el piso superior.
Found it! Of Mountains and Seas, a guide for adventurers written by Leonard. But the words have
wow.
faded, and
Gracias a la
there are
ayuda del
pages
santísimo
missing.
patrono Diosito pude...
Paimon's got no hope of reading this.
No. A ver, espérate, este sí lo leo. Altísima y peligrosa, perdonen mi viendo, creo que quizás con ayuda aprovechar el viento de Arconte. Y después, nadie escaló esta montaña, algunos estaban, que yo estaba loco, decían todos, sus corazones volvieron a mis piernas y me hicieron perfectamente, no es más que montaña desafíe. Buenas noticias, Alric, que escalará, no estaba sola en esta montaña, escalar la 1 apenas pulida, abrupta, raciones de mis compañeros suficientes, he vuelto herida, pierna, 2 dedos, mano, Alric se volvió demasiado heladas, le hice funeral, oh no. Oh, qué triste, volvió a caer. Oh, no. Oh, Dios. Ok, me conseguí. Ajá, no dio. Oh, cielos. Volar como ese encima. ¿Qué? O sea, se murió también. Por lo que entendía, parecía como que todos querían hacer una expedición a esa montaña. Y de la nada todos empezaron a decirle que estaba loco, que era muy peligrosa, que no debían. Pero un vato que sí confió en él, lo apoyó y continuó trepando con él. Pero pues... se murió ese vato primero, le hizo un funeral y después este vato empezó a tener un montón de caídas y fracturas graves, diría yo. Y al punto de que, pues, también al parecer murió. No entendí eso.
Maybe we're just wasting our time on this one.
No podemos rendirnos. Veamos qué dice Mona.
Oh, right! Yeah, Mona! She might have a better idea.
Bueno, ahorita vamos. Entonces, sobre Leonard.
Look what we found! Leonard wrote a book!
Ooh, let me see.
Faltan muchas partes. No tiene ningún sentido.
I could have predicted as much. Your average astrologist would definitely give up at this point. But I am Mona, progenitor of the future of astrology. Nothing can stand in my way. I simply need to deduce the missing portions with my astrolabe, write them in, and then decipher the text. Finished at last.
So what does it say?
Just as I thought. Leonard was an adventurer who lived 2,000 years ago. His lifelong dream was to reach the summit of a mountain called Pylos Peak.
2,000 years? So the constellation that caused the
Algo debió haberla
meteorites is from
despertado.
2,000 years ago?
Somehow, for some reason, this constellation was summoned down from the sky. I suspect that the Fatui have something to do with that part.
Paimon thinks so too. Whenever something shady happens, you can bet the Fatui are involved.
The meteorites harbor elemental energy, which radiates out and lulls people to sleep by some means akin to hypnosis. And if I'm guessing correctly, there should be some sort of core meteorite among the bunch, within which is a crystal that harbors Leonard's spirit.
Bueno, está. ¿Cómo lo encontramos? Está muy loco.
If I were Leonard, I would want to make sure the core lands right on the snowy summit that I never made it to while I was alive.
So the core should be at the top of Pylos Peak? Where is that? Paimon's never heard of it before.
It's the first I'd heard of it too. So I compared the map from the book against the current topography of Mondstadt. Apparently, Pylos Peak no longer exists.
Are you trying to say that the tallest mountain Paimon's never heard of just disappeared?
I once read somewhere that the Animo Archon, Barbados, once used his divine power to mobilize the winds and blow the ice and snow from the face of the earth. The whole landscape of Mondstadt was changed in the process.
Oh.
The mountains of that age were replaced by the vast stretch of ocean we see today. Still, a mountain that high, drop it into the ocean and it'll still leave a trace.
O sea, ¿qué tal las ruinas que hemos encontrado? Por ejemplo, la que está súper lejos. Antes era una estructura que fue inundada.
The summit still reaches
Por lo que hizo
just above the
20.
water's surface. So the place known as Pylos Peak in Leonard's day is today known as Musk Reef.
Oh. Wow. Esta era la montaña más grande.
Oh. So this is Pylos Peak. Not much to show for itself now, eh?
Looks like someone beat us here. Is this like a popular tourist?
Oh no, debí cambiar de equipo.
Ah, it's you!
Huh? You again.
¿Te acabas de despertar?
Look at the state he's in. Was he in that dream just now?
He managed to extricate himself from the dream on his own strength? How is that possible?
Just because you are powerless to do something does not mean that I am.
Su actitud anterior me gustaba más.
You're too late anyway. I finished my research.
We knew it! This was all a dirty trick by the Fatui!
Save it! No more fun and games for me today. I'll come for you when I'm good and ready.
Espera, ¿qué es lo que
You
quieres?
entered the dream they've all been having, didn't you? How much do you know about Leonard?
Leonard? Who's Leonard? Whatever. I have bigger fish to fry.
Oh no,
I've
ahora
discovered
abre la
something
boca sin
far more
hablar.
important. and far more terrifying.
What?
¿Qué cosa?
The stars, the sky, it's all a gigantic hoax. A lie.
The stars are a lie. What are you talking about?
Is this some kind of astrological debate between you and Mona? Because if so, surely you can come up with a better argument than the stars are a lie.
Lo que dijo en realidad es que si esto es una discusión astrológica entre tú y Mona, algo mejor se te dio haber ocurrido que tan solo decir las estrellas son una mentira.
Seriously, who's gonna fall for that one when you can just lift your head up at night and see them up there twinkling away?
You are so naive, it kills me. Still, can't really blame you. After all, I used to believe the same thing myself.
A few moments ago, you mean...
Look, I really don't have the time to do this right now. What was the Jester thinking? He must have had some inkling of what we might discover on this mission. Would it really have been so difficult
Pedrolino.
to give me a warning? Or maybe he just wanted to give me a fright. Time for me to go out and find the truth. So long, suckers.
Qué bueno que no vamos a pelear con...
Can you believe that guy? He calls us suckers and then he just trots off. No one disrespects me. No one. Time to show them what you get when you cross world-class genius with pure, unadulterated rage.
Pero es como otra...
Wow, you fought so fiercely.
Told you. That's what happens when you disrespect me.
Mona, eres muy fuerte.
You bet I am. Paimon, you agree too, right? Did I show those Fatui who's boss or what?
Tiene un poquito de acento británico.
Sure did. Without you here, those guys would have caused us a whole lot more trouble.
Tomando en cuenta que tengo un equipo de niños.
See? How do you like that, Harbinger? Scumbag.
Tirarlo.
He seemed genuinely shaken, though. I don't think he was lying. I was always taught to talk about the false sky during astrological readings. Could there be more to such phrases than I have been led to believe? I digress. Come on, let's finish the job we came to do.
Ok. Destruye. ¿Por qué no lo examino primero?
Whoa, this must be the core. It looks totally different from all the other meteorites. It's way more shiny.
This stone harbors an unbelievable amount of elemental energy and human desire. It's the core, all right?
¿Deberíamos destruirlo?
Yes. Otherwise,
Tal vez no
the victims
británico,
will
sino
never wake
como
up. This core
el
is the root
Monterrey de
cause
Estados
of
Unidos.
everything that has happened.
Do it.
Yuvik. Ahora no es Paimon, es la emperadora Palpapaimon. Yuvik.
With ropes, we can scale
¿Qué
mountains.
es esto?
With boats, we can sail the seas. By age 40, I had
El libro
conquered every last domain.
de Leonard.
Pylos Peak alone defeated me. As an adventurer, and well, maybe in other ways too. Now I am approaching the end of my life. Many times I have sat and stared up at that peak as the boundless snow slowly engulfed me. It is a beast without weakness, the merciless face of the world. It fills me with fear. And when an adventurer loses courage, they can no longer climb mountains. My mountaineering days may be over, But I have a greater ambition now. Humans create tools to conquer nature. And when nature conquers them in return,
Él es el creador del
they
planeador.
create better tools. Where our legs cannot take us, maybe our tools can. And when tools fail us, perhaps wings can carry us instead.
Leonard.
My dear friend, I leave you my designs for the wings of incompletion. Against the unknown, humanity stands as one.
estoy
To be
emocionado.
alive is to seek, to set foot in every place that the eye can see.
Mis bracitos se
I
erizan.
have little time remaining, though the wind has not yet come for my soul. But between us
Sí, eso es muy
and
emocional y
your
hermosa.
children, students, and friends, I believe that
Celeste. Ah, no.
someone will reach that place
Juego diferente.
at last.
Bueno, tal vez él no diseñó las alas, pero hizo un diseño.
Wow. Well, that was unexpected.
Tenía tanta determinación que deseaba transmitírsela a otros. Ah, yo hubiera dicho esto.
Who would have thought that human will can survive in the skies for millennia on end?
Tan solo si es muy fuerte.
Astrology really is an incredible thing.
What makes you say that?
The ability to communicate with the stars can give you access to all the secrets from throughout human history. Though, of course, very few astrologists ever reach that level.
Mona, muchas gracias por toda tu ayuda.
What's with the formal tone all of a sudden? And speaking of formal tone, what is the deal with that girl, Fischl? She's a curious one.
Paimon thinks so too. She's so... How to put this?
Tiene una imaginación desbordante.
Yeah. Although, if you think about it, seems she was right all along. Is she one of these people who uses the wrong method but still gets the right answer?
Sí.
You may well be right.
Even so, Paimon thinks that the most surprising thing of all was how Pylos Peak turned into a teeny tiny little island.
A mountain of yesteryear now sits as an island in the sea. Almost anyone from Mondstadt could reach it now, just by jumping in a boat.
In other words, everyone can climb Pylos Peak now.
Todos pueden llegar a la cima de la montaña.
Do you think Leonard would be happy about it? The situation with Pylos Peak might be a bit of a shock. But now, with the help of the Animal Archon, the people of Mondstadt are able to glide. With wings, people can travel further and higher than ever before and explore new and unknown places.
Leonard, ¿se habrá cumplido tu deseo?
The victims should finally start waking up now that we've dealt with the core. And we have finally finished our commission from the Adventurers Guild.
Bueno, sí, no me creo. Espero que todo el mundo se recupere pronto. Continuará. Resina débil, 60 protogemas. Not bad, not bad. No recibí de casualidad. A ver, espera un tantito. Aquí. Papam. Oh. Hop. Estas las dieron de... Estas son las que tienes, estas las dieron por el lanzamiento, estas son exclusivas de PlayStation, estas con las reputaciones. No, entonces al parecer él sí fue el creador de los planeadores, o al menos es lo que me deja entendido la historia. Pues esta vez, a pesar de que fue puro... Bueno, hubo una pelea, ¿no? Pero a pesar de que fue puro diálogo, realmente estuvo muy interesante esto. Me gustó mucho la historia, me gustó mucho lo que hicieron. el momento acá sentimental con la música, la historia y demás. Damn, estuvo muy genial. Lo que no sabemos es que quería Pablo o Pepe Pernoleno o Pepe Noleno, el de los Harbingers. Pero bueno, nosotros vamos a dejar esto aquí, al parecer ya, ¿no? Ahí se acabó. Hasta que lo actualicen en todo caso, si es que van a actualizarlo. Que yo no veo nada más. Vamos a checar rápido. Descripción del evento. No. Onda meteórica. No. El pacto con la princesa. Ya. Estrella del destino. Ya. Y la tienda. Bueno, la tienda nada más para presumirlos. Pero básicamente nada, me falta comprar estos. Y listo. Pero bueno. Gracias por acompañarme. Yo los veo en el siguiente episodio de Genshin Impact. Tal vez este haya sido muy corto, pero fue muy interesante y muy bonito. Por lo menos a mí me encantó demasiado. Entonces, sin nada más que decirles, bye.